Some national estimates show a third of older Americans living in nursing homes suffer from depression. 60% don't receive any visitors ever. But as Sharon Chin shows us, this week's Jefferson Award winner has created a one-of-a-kind program to lift their spirits.
Well, Dr. Patrick Arbore says senior citizens represent 12% of the U.S. population, but 15% of all suicides. So he's making changes one phone call at a time. Each phone call, a cry for help from a senior citizen who is lonely, grieving, depressed, even suicidal. Dr. Patrick Arbore and his staff are there to listen.
We recognize you. We acknowledge your presence in the community. You are not invisible to us. How do you respond to somebody who says they feel really isolated?
Patrick founded the Friendship Line in 1973. He says the confidential service is the only 24-hour, toll-free, nationally accredited suicide prevention hotline for senior citizens. Each year, staff and volunteers answer 40,000 calls from all over the country and return calls to follow up.
We really wanted to convey we're interested in you, and we want to talk to you.
Patrick says even a short phone call, just 5 minutes, can help a person go from feeling lonely to feeling connected.
Just one person who says, I'm here for you, is so profound.
I had school yesterday.
As past volunteers on the Friendship Line, Amy Pruitt and Natalie Schroeder say Patrick's inspired them with his contagious love for older adults.
He's incredibly calm, incredibly compassionate, shows the power in just listening.
I hear all the time that if it wasn't for us, they don't know where they'd be right now in their lives.
Yes, it is.
Besides the Friendship Line, Patrick also founded the Center for Elderly Suicide Prevention 24 years ago at the Institute on Aging. It provides grief counseling and support groups. And to combat holiday depression, Patrick leads Songs for Seniors, a cable car caroling program he started in 1986. Hundreds of volunteers cheer up hundreds of homebound elderly.
It just does something really magical, and that's why we started doing that.
Stress is over.
So for creating a lifeline of friendship for seniors in crisis, this week's Jefferson Award in the Bay Area goes to Dr. Patrick Arbore. And we have the Bay Area phone number on your screen. It's 415-752-3778. Patrick says for younger people, there is one suicide for every 100 to 200 attempts. But for older adults, it's one suicide for every 4 attempts. So the stakes are higher. So we want seniors to know we care. You matter.
Okay, and that phone line is essentially what, a crisis hotline, but he calls it a friendship line.
And that's very much on purpose. He wants the focus to be conversation, not confrontation. He says older adults, they will not call a crisis hotline, but they will call a friendship line.
Interesting, yeah. And we've got those numbers on our website.
You bet.
Okay, Sharon, thank you for that. You can find the Bay Area and National Friendship Line numbers, as I say, and Dr. Arbore on kpix.com/hero. That's also the place to nominate others for a Jefferson Award.